Set. Reset. On. Order. Order. On. Sir, command form.
Take charge of the rock.
Broedel. Red roses represent the color of the heart, which is appropriate considering the loving concern that Mrs. Broedel has shown for our paratroopers and their families. Her roses are full in bloom, symbolizing the beauty and fulfillment of her time with the Rock. Specialist Ochoa will also present a coin to each of their daughters, Mary, Grace, and Eve Broedel, in appreciation for their contributions to the Rock. Colonel Freakley's wife, Mrs. Kate Freakley, representing friendship, joy, and new beginnings as we welcome her to the Rock family. Staff Sergeant Sclafani will also present a single coin to each of Lieutenant Colonel Freakley's children, William Jr., Lila, Leland, and Cameron, welcoming them to the Rock family. Changing of command is a time-honored custom dating back to the Roman Empire. The United States Army adopted the custom of passing the colors when General George Washington assumed command of the Continental Army in Boston on July 3, 1775. The transfer of the unit colors is significant in many ways. The history, traditions, and accomplishments of the command are embodied in these colors. The custodian of colors is the Command Sergeant Major. As the senior enlisted paratrooper in the unit, he is both the representative for the loyalty and concerns of the paratroopers and a principal advisor to the commander. And responsibility is passed on to the incoming commander. Command Sergeant Major Clark will pass the colors to Lieutenant Colonel Broedel for the last time. Lieutenant Colonel Broedel will pass the colors to Colonel Gaspard, signifying a successful completion of command. Colonel Gaspard will pass the colors to Lieutenant Colonel Freakley, charging him with the responsibility for the unit as its new commander. Lieutenant Colonel Freakley will pass the colors to Command Sergeant Major Clark, entrusting him with the care and confidence of the Rock, and thus completing the change of command. In accordance with AR 600-20, the undersigned assumes command of 2nd Battalion, Airborne, 503rd Infantry Regiment, effective 12 June 2025. Signed, William Freakley, Lieutenant Colonel, Infantry, Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 173rd Infantry Brigade Combat Team, Airborne, Colonel Joshua Gaspard.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Army song.